to the Meeting for Minds Mental Health Forum 2014. I say that because we intend there to be a Mental Health Forum 2016, so this is the beginning. First, I wish to acknowledge the custodians of this land on which we meet, the Noongar people of southwestern Australia, their elders past and present. I also acknowledge our special guests, the Honourable Helen Morton, MLC, Minister for Mental Health, Disability Services and Child Protection. That's a collection that not many people would want. And Simone McGurk, MLA, the member for Fremantle, and also Aboriginal Elder Beverley Port Louis. Welcome to you all. I bid a special welcome to our expert panellists, many of whom have travelled halfway around the world to attend this forum, and I'm sure many of them never expected to find themselves in Fremantle or even Western Australia, in part of the metropolitan area of Perth, which is probably the most isolated city of its size anywhere in the world. So welcome to this isolated place. You're very welcome, and we are glad to have you with us. People have travelled, for instance, from Israel, from France, from Switzerland, Geneva, and of course our friends from other states of Australia who also don't often get to this side of the country, and therefore it's particularly good to have you sharing with us. And of course the local people, the local panellists and the local participants who make up the bulk of the audience, many of whom are people who have lived experience of mental illness and the families of those with lived experience of mental illness. This forum is in fact a very bold experiment. It's an attempt to bring together scientists, mental health researchers, clinicians and people with a lived experience of mental illness and their family members, and to come together to begin a conversation in which the knowledge base of each of those groups is respected and joined in an attempt to forge new ways of researching mental illness and its still untapped mysteries, and to have consumers and carers mainly the thrust for infusing new energy into research and a greater sense of urgency to deliver results in the form of real life benefits. A quick word about how this forum has been made possible. That is, it has happened due to a few generous private donors. We haven't had any public assistance, we've had some private donors. And the main one of those, of course, is the founder and the director of Meeting for Minds, Maria Halfan, and also other corporate partners who've helped us organise this conference. And you'll see them mentioned on the screen from time to time. But significantly, we've also had great support from NGOs locally, from ARAFME, from COMWA, the Consumers Association of Western Australia, from the Perth Central and East Metropolitan Medicare Local, from Hollywood Private Hospital, from St John of God Healthcare. And we've also got working with us today and tomorrow a body of student volunteers who've come to us from Notre Dame University in Fremantle and from Central TAFE in Perth. And of course Edith Cowan University. So we're grateful to them because they're giving up their time when they could be busy studying for their exams or working hard with their students. That's very valuable time. To begin formally, I'm now pleased to call on Aboriginal elder Beverly Portlouis. Bev was born in Perth, but she tells me that she's really, her heart is in her country, which is the Yuab people's country. And an interesting thing about Bev was telling me, she's got a shared heritage. Her great-great-grandfather was actually Swedish. And of course, Maria Halfin is Swedish, and Maria's mother, who's here, is Swedish. So there's a Swedish connection right through. And Bev is an honoured Aboriginal elder, and I'm very pleased to ask her now to come and welcome to country.